Hey fellow Force users, what is up? It's Jasmine, the Ahsoka Tano fan, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So guys, it is time for another episode of The Bad Batch, and to my surprise, when I got the episode ready on my TV, I noticed there's actually 2 episodes. I forgot for a second, but I remember reading earlier before the season started that about halfway through or something like that, they would release 2 episodes in one day, and I kind of forgot that this was the day. So we have episodes 7 and 8 already out and ready to be watched. But yeah, guys, anyway, so last episode was a fun episode. We got to see the return of Gunji, who we obviously saw last during the Clone Wars era, pre-Order 66. Now we kind of see what he's been through since Order 66. Gunji gets reunited with his own kind, which is nice to see, and he ends up in the care of another tribe. We got to see Trandoshans again as well, which definitely reminded me of the Clone Wars Trandoshan arc, as I mentioned, and we know that the Trandoshans and the Wookiees have had a long-standing beef, so you kind of saw that play out again last episode. And then Omega and Gunji, of course, had that bond, and you saw Hunter and the woman, I forget her name, Yana, I think was her name. You saw them talk about how kids just want to be kids, but this war hasn't allowed them to be. So that was kind of a nice moment, an eye-opening one as well. Kind of reminds us that Omega is one with the Bad Batch. She's been going along with them in all these missions, but she hasn't really had a chance to be a kid and do kid things. So going into the next episode now, I can see that it's called The Clone Conspiracy, and it says the conspiracy begins to unravel. That sounds like it's gonna be a good one. I expect we're probably gonna see Crosshair again this episode. When we last saw him, he obviously was teamed up with Cody, and Cody went AWOL, so we don't know what happened to Cody as of yet. So could we see him return this episode? And when they talk about the conspiracy, is there gonna be any talk about the clone inhibitor chips, or are they perhaps gonna talk about the truth that Admiral Rampart was trying to cover up? And that truth is the fact that the Bad Batch are in fact still alive, and he killed Captain Wilco over that, obviously, to try and keep it secret. So are we going to see that part of the storyline revisited? I think I mentioned in a previous video, but I do fully expect that Tarkin will find out at one point that the Bad Batch are still alive, and he'll probably kill Rampart for failing him and for covering it up. And then at that point, it's going to be Tarkin hunting down the Bad Batch. That's kind of where I think the story's going, and we'll probably see that play out maybe towards the end of the season. And at that point, I would hope that Crosshair would come back to the Bad Batch. I still am hoping that he is planning on taking over the Empire somehow, or trying to take them down from within versus actually being loyal to them. His unwavering loyalty doesn't make the most sense to me. Anyways, guys, I don't want to speculate too much. Let's blast our way into the episode and check out what's in store for us. The music sounds ominous already, guys. We're back to Coruscant. This is where the clones hang out after work. They know.
Those people gone because of what we did. We were following orders, were we?
I knew it. They're starting to catch on to Rampart.
I can't stay silent any longer.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what did you do? Send a message to Rampart.
Oh, his days were numbered.
Give him the chance to tell the Senate the truth before I did it myself.
R.I.P. He's got to tell several more people then, so the truth just doesn't just die with him. I feel like Palpatine's going to get involved very soon, especially when Tarkin gets involved. It's going to be Tarkin and Palpatine hunting down the Bad Batch.
We're not bad men, but what we did was wrong. I need your help. Together we can...
Oh! Damn! What did I say? I didn't think he'd die that quick, though. And who's the sniper? I hope this guy doesn't die. If he does, that's not good. He's the only other person who knows. Oh, that's crazy. Damn. I didn't know he would die that quickly. I thought it'd be towards the end. Oh, it's Crosshair. Is it Crosshair? It kind of looked like Crosshair.
This recruitment bill has
Are we gonna see
debated
Palpatine?
each session for a reason. There are more pressing matters in the galaxy right now than the costly creation of a new military. The war is over.
But the mid and outer rims are rife with insurgents. We must be protected.
There's Bale.
Shifting to a military of citizens swearing loyalty fundamentally goes against the principles of this body.
The Emperor, as always, trusts this delegation to act in the best interest of all galactic citizens.
And what about the interests of the clone troopers?
Chuchi!
Why are they not included within this legislation?
I didn't think we'd see her again, actually.
They're not droids to simply be shut down. These are soldiers who defended us.
I miss her and Ahsoka together. I think she's the same voice actress who voiced Sam in Totally Spies, too. Side note.
Sacrificed. You now wish to discard them. Leave them with nothing. Is that what this empire stands for?
Yep. Oh, what do you have to say?
Allow me to assure this delegation that provisions are in place to aid the clones as they begin to be phased out.
But until then, I motion to table the vote on the defense recruitment bill.
I second.
I wonder if they're gonna have Chuchi killed or something. That's crazy. I really like that conversation, guys.
I am not the one who will suffer if it doesn't pass.
I think Rampart's days were numbered.
A few vocal senators will not derail us.
If any of them begin to dig further into what truly happened to Camino, then this legislation is at risk.
I have measures in place to ensure that doesn't happen. Let Senator Chuchi make her demands for the
Oh no.
Be certain there are no more surprises.
I think he might die this episode. Why do I have that feeling? Wow, I like this episode so far.
We served our purpose and now they want us out?
That's why I'm here.
That's what you get for supporting the Empire,
to
man.
stay a trooper. Can you make that happen?
I can craft a pension plan.
Pension plan? I'd rather be out there fighting those insurgent groups that keep popping up.
And what happens when you're too old to fight?
That's not a scenario we're trained to think about.
It's time you did. Tell me how to help, and I will make sure Admiral Rampart's bill meets your needs.
That's crazy. We never got this from the movies, guys. Because they destroyed Camino, so they can't have any more clones, right? So that she's right, they're all gonna grow old. That was the Empire's mistake. They should have kept making more clones. Because we all know stormtroopers can't shoot for shit.
Are you truly intent on helping clones?
He's gonna tell her.
Admiral Rampart can't be trusted. Camino wasn't destroyed by a storm. It was an attack by Rampart himself.
I think Chuchi's in trouble.
If that were true, the Senate would know. Someone would have come forward.
The clones who tried to speak up were either reassigned,
Or killed.
missing, or ended up dead.
He saw his friend get gunned down.
Check my service record if you don't believe me. CT-0409 seemed like one of the good ones, Senator.
Damn. I wish he told her that the other guy got killed. Cade, I think was his name. Oh man, I just don't have a good feeling that this episode is gonna have a good ending. I also don't think we're gonna see the Bad Batch this episode. Is she gonna tell this guy?
Senator Chuchi, Admiral Rampart is expecting you.
Have you located Trooper CT-0409?
We will keep looking.
He couldn't go with her at the time, eh? Because what if she can't find him now? Or what if someone else finds him first?
I've heard you're gonna help me get out, but you have to hurry. I don't have much time.
Who's he speaking to? Rex? Ahsoka? You know me, it's always wishful thinking.
Fund a new military and full pensions for millions of clone troopers.
If that is not manageable, Admiral, then perhaps now is not the time for your recruitment bill.
I don't trust him at all. What if he imprisons her? Or kills her? Don't you say anything to him, girl.
Something troubling you, Senator?
Don't you say anything.
The storm.
What is she doing?
How is it that you survived?
If I had been present, perhaps more could have been saved.
The majority of the Kaminoan population was lost, Admiral. That is beyond tragic.
But we must move forward.
Perhaps it is easier for some than others.
Be careful, girl. She's got to get more people on her side first before coming at him like that. Is he gonna contact Palpatine? Man, I don't have a good feeling at all. Who's that?
Chuchi, you've received a secure communication communication.
From the trooper? It's either that clone trooper or it's somebody else, like Rex or something, or the Bad Batch. Or it's a trap. They're luring her out there so that she can be assassinated.
Sora, wait here.
Oh no. Oh, it's from Bale. Okay. So he believes her, I guess. Like he agrees with her.
I heard you had a meeting with Admiral Rampart.
Conceded to many of my requests for the clones.
Rampart is skilled at saying all the right things, especially when he doesn't want anyone looking deeper.
Mm-hmm.
These insurgencies that have arisen, their numbers are growing. The Emperor is afraid.
A catastrophic storm destroyed the cloning facilities on Camino, making way for the Empire's new military.
Yeah.
Tipoca City weathered thousands of storms over the years, yet it's suddenly wiped off the map.
I spoke to a clone who claimed Rampart gave an order to attack the Kaminoan cities. If we can convince him to test
Oh, that's not
You may not be the only one looking for him.
exactly. That's why it's really hard to trust anything the government says, because you never know if it's true. Palpatine? No.
Have you located the clone?
Who is that?
If she finds him, handle it.
Yeah.
Yes. Ensure it can't lead back to me.
Who is that guy? I don't think we've seen him before, right? Damn. Either this episode's gonna end with the death of this clone and Chuchi, or the death of Rampart.
Easy, trooper. I want you to help me.
I'm leaving once he gets here.
Who?
Someone who can make me disappear.
I bet you it's Rex.
How did you even find me? Were you followed? They already killed Cade. My life is in danger. You have to go.
Wait!
Oh no.
Those who perished, including the clones who died trying to speak the truth, they deserve justice.
Yeah. Oh man. Ah. Who the hell is this guy?
The evidence you want is aboard Rampart's ship.
He's gonna get killed.
Bridges command ops need to back up to the central system.
No! Damn it! Oh my gosh. Now she definitely believes him. They could definitely use some extra help right now.
Move out on 3.
Can't they go the other way? Aw, man. Who is he gonna meet? Was it Rex or was it a trap? Was that person... Oh, damn, he got shot. Was that person just luring this sniper there? I don't know if she's gonna make it out of here.
Get to the speeder. I'll be right behind you.
Oh, that means he's gonna die. Oh man, and she has no blaster either? I hope she told a couple other people, man, about what she was thinking. He's gonna be right in front of her. Someone's gonna save her, come on. Rex, Ahsoka, somebody. Come on. Oh! They stunned him. The fact that he's stunned, it has to be Rex, because he stunned him like he didn't want to kill him. It has to be Rex, come on. Is it Rex?
You alright, son?
Yeah, it is. Rex!
I came to meet a clone contact of mine when I heard the blaster fire.
He's dead.
Who is this? You better take off the helmet right now. Oh, it's a clone. It's a clone. I wasn't expecting that.
He's not a trooper. Not sure what he is, but I suggest we question him somewhere more hidden.
So did they somehow keep some of the DNA so they could grow some clones for their own personal use? But then decommission the rest of them? I don't know. That's weird.
You're not wearing any identifiable markings. Who do you work for?
I'm not talking.
Tell me whose orders you are following, and I'll let you go. No, you won't. Captain Rex.
He knows exactly who he is.
Fighting the wrong battle, brother. So what does that make you? I believe,
What the? Oh, he had the equivalent of like a cyanide pill. Shoot. Wait, is this to be continued? Oh my gosh. Different music even. I don't know why that music kind of reminded me of Halloween. Like just the beginning of it, the ding, ding, you know?
You're fighting the wrong battle.
Wow, that was actually a really well done episode. I think that was one of the best ones so far. You really see the clones start to question the Empire, but not in the sense of whether they're on the morally right side, like we've seen them question before, but more in terms of what their purpose is. You can tell that they're starting to feel used now, as the organization that they dedicated their lives to is now looking at just discarding them like the droids. And I think that's a real eye-opener, to be discarded by the very people that you trusted. And you saw that line spoken about again, I think it was by Slip, the clone. He had said that we were just following orders. It's that same line that we keep hearing again and again, which is good soldiers follow orders. But at the same time, look where that gets you. If you just follow orders mindlessly and you don't actually think about what you're doing and think about who you're serving, this is what happens to you. You end up being tossed to the side like garbage, and anybody who objects, you end up being killed like it's nothing. And that's a big difference between the Empire and the Republic, is when the Republic was standing and the Jedi were serving, you didn't see the clones treated this way. They were treated a lot more like family, so to speak. They definitely humanized the clones a lot more than what the Empire seems to be doing now. And so in this episode, you get a big sense of hope. You see Chuchi. It was nice to see her again. In the Clone Wars, she was working alongside Ahsoka. The two of them were friends. You see Chuchi play an important role here. At first, she is very much on board with wanting to make sure the clones are taken care of. But then, of course, she realizes that there's more to the issue than that, and there's actually a whole other conspiracy and cover-up, which we'll get to in a second. But the whole idea of her and the few other senators speaking out against the defense recruitment bill almost kind of symbolized the last amount of lingering hope that there was in the room. Everybody else was on board with decommissioning the clones, and here she is trying to stand up for what's right. And you almost kind of feel like the decommissioning process of the clones is the last little bit of hope attached to the Republic that dies before the whole Senate completely submerges into the Empire. So then as the episode goes on, Chuchi finds out that there's more to the story, and that she obviously cannot trust Rampart fully. I feel like this episode was very secretive. It was suspenseful the whole way, which I loved. And there's a lot of whispering and secrets. Even the lighting at times is very dark, and they were underground and going down these different alleys. It was like you didn't really know who to trust or what was going to happen. And when she met Organa talked about how the Emperor is actually afraid, and that's why they want to push this bill forward. And that kind of relates to what they talked about in Andor as well, the whole idea that oppression is a reflection of fear, the idea that the Empire acts out more and behaves more ruthlessly when they feel like their power is being challenged. And we're kind of seeing that happen already. The Empire wasn't even present in the meetings, and I think part of that is because he is a bit afraid. And you could argue that Rampart's afraid as well. He knows that if Tarkin finds out about the fact that the Bad Batch is alive, and also if Tarkin finds out that people are starting to question Rampart, too many people, that could put his life at risk as well. So that's arguably why he's acting out in the ruthless way that he is. And then of course you see Rex emerge from the shadows, which is a really cool scene. Rex is kind of working from behind the scenes, doing what he can to stand up to the Empire in a similar way that Ahsoka is, but Ahsoka's off kind of doing her own thing, helping people here and there. Rex is trying to, I think, get clones together that are questioning the Empire and starting to turn against them. Rex is connecting to these clones. He had Slip as a contact, unfortunately, before he was gunned down, and he was going to help him escape. So yeah, it was nice to see Rex. But then of course, I think the biggest twist of the episode was the fact that that sniper was in fact a clone. I was questioning the whole time, who is this sniper? And then you actually find out that it's a clone. And I think that that was so symbolic in a way. You see Rex questioning this clone. He's literally looking at the mirror image of himself, but they're on completely opposite ends here of the war. And I think the clone said something about how you're fighting on the wrong side. There's more to it than that. Of course, we didn't get to hear more because the clone killed himself. Did they keep some clones from the Kaminoan base for themselves, the Empire? We know that they are into those kinds of tactics. You know, the idea of cloning people, the idea of using people. It's almost similar to how they use the Inquisitors, who are Force sensitive, to hunt down the Jedi. So now are they doing the same thing with the clones? Are they using select clones to hunt down other clones and anybody who challenges the Empire's authority? You kind of get that impression. But anyways, that was definitely a twist. I want to find out more about that. It seems like the episode ended off in a way where it could have a part 2, but I don't know if the next episode is going to be continuing this story or if we're just going to see this story continued a few episodes down the road. But either way, yeah, I thought that was a great episode. I really think that it delved deep into the political side of things, which again, I really appreciate. I don't feel like we got a lot of that from the movies. It was kind of just the Republic, and then it wasn't. Then it was the Empire. The next thing you know, it's the Stormtroopers. Now they're really taking us through the process of how that happened and how people challenged that and tried to prevent that from happening, but ultimately weren't able to do so because we do know that the Stormtroopers become the Empire's new army. And I wonder if that was their mistake. I think that they should have tried to continue to have clones, to grow new clones, because the clones are definitely far superior than the Stormtroopers. In one of the earlier episodes, Rampart said something about how clone loyalty seems to be wavering these days, something to that effect. So he, along with others, presumably know that the clones are perhaps starting to question the Empire too much, and it's difficult to maybe get complete loyalty from them because they know what the war was like prior to the Empire taking over. So maybe that kind of causes some of them to feel conflicted about who they're serving. Whereas if they recruit new people who all they know is the Empire, they're more likely to be loyal. And I guess loyalty is a big thing for the Empire. And in addition to that, the clones do age rapidly. So anyways, overall, great episode, guys. You let me know down below in the comments what you thought of it, as always. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, guys. And I will see you soon for the next episode of The Bad Batch. Until next time, guys, take care and see you soon.